Greetings, 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 Nerd Herd. How are you? How are you guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope we are streaming live on Instagram tonight as well. It says you are live. Greetings, Instagram family. Welcome to our StreamYard. Greetings, Nerd Herd. It's been a minute. I've missed you guys. Oh, so much to talk about, darlings. But I missed you guys. I hope you guys have missed me as well. Let's get to it. Shout out to the dopest mod, who is always Johnny on the spot. Shout out to Expressions of Miss Honesty, always on the spot. Shout out to my sis Lakeisha, on the spot with your prayers and blessings. First and foremost, welcome, guys. Thank you for joining us for why y'all keep getting finessed by Trump. Where's my Trump humpers that was in here giving me grief about I should reconsider Trump? Where are you guys? I know you guys have been missing me and you have a lot of questions, so let me get right to it. You know what to do first and foremost, guys. You know how we get down. Those of you on Instagram who don't know how we get down, be sure to come in, take your shoes off at the door, and grab a pair of fuzzy socks out of that basket by the door. The dopest mod will kindly show you and refresh you of all of the housekeeping rules. Welcome, welcome, welcome back, guys. It's been a minute. Make sure when you come in, you throw up your thumb, the like, so the algorithm knows that we're doing something. And subscribe, please. I realize that I never say subscribe. Please subscribe, guys. I know many of you watch the dopest nerd on your TVs, as I do watch YouTube on your TVs. And so you are not subscribed because you probably watch it on guest or you're just not subscribed on your TV. If you will, just take a moment, grab your phone, this little thing, grab your phone, go into YouTube, search the dopest nerd, and be sure to subscribe and like. Also share to at least 5 or 10 of your friends so they could get this goodness. Share on your socials. You know what it is. So it's been a minute. We got some housekeeping business. Where have I been? Guys, God told me to wait on him. I had to sit with God. There were quite a bit of things going on, and I had to sit with God. When God says sit with him and wait on him, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. And in that sitting and waiting, God was dealing with me and revealed so much to me. It's like I've been under a spiritual attack, baby. And while I love all of my Nerd Herd family and all of you that support me, there seems to be quite a few people out there in the land of YouTube or wherever who are not so fond of a woman who is coming to share God's goodness and mercy, who is coming to spread God's good word and allow herself to be a vessel for God. And in order to exemplify obedience, faith, perseverance in the face of any adversity, some people don't like that. They seem to think that I'm not real. This can't be possible. All this God talk. You know, I question people who have a problem with the word God, the name God, the personage and spirituality of God, because we were created in his image. And so it means that if you live according to his will and his way and you live a righteous life, God is in you just like he's in me. You just choose not to know him or participate or avail yourself of his grace and mercy. And so that's enough of that. I'm not going to stay long. I am going to come, say what I have to say, and move along. Guys, let's do some housekeeping. Let me shout out to the family members. Let me turn up the brightness on this. You know your old girl it's a little dull for me. I have missed you guys. I have missed you guys so much. And be sure to, like I said, to like, share, subscribe, and enjoy the comments with us. Shout out to our people in the comments already. I love you so much, and I'm going to start answering you guys and calling your names out to give you some love. Shout out to our people in the nosebleed seats and those that are in the bleachers and our introverts who choose not to interact, but they love us all the same. We love you right on back. My son tells me I fidget with my hat and my hair too much, so let me get it right so I don't have to mess around with it. Is that glare in my eye? How's that, guys? Does that look good? Okay. All right. Let me do some housekeeping by shouting out my family who are here front and center. Well, back to the nerd herd. Did I spell nerd herd wrong? I said nerd he. Ciao. Look at that. Shout out to Auntie Leah. Shout out, sis. And I want to just send a special thank you. So many of you have reached out to me via email. Those of you who have my number. So many of you have messaged me. And I want to say thank you for checking in on me. Thank you for loving me so much that you thought it not robbery to check in on me. God was dealing with me on that as well. Those who checked in on me and those who could care less or didn't bother. But, that's neither here nor there. Everyone, I don't expect everyone to, but I know you guys were sending your good wishes, well wishes, things of that nature. Shout out to my mods who are always so amazing. Let your girl get plugged up because, this low battery just came. And I don't want to. And we're going to truncate the length of our videos so that they can go further. The aim is to grow the channel and discuss all topics. We could jump off and then jump right back on to start a new one. So let me say grand rising to everyone. Welcome in the chat. Thank you to all of the fam. Auntie Leah, LA Chick, my love. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. Shout out to you. Thank you, honey. I'm so glad to be back. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Be sure to share the video out with your socials, your friends, your family, your aunties, all of them. They like it too. The old girls love it, honey. Franca Avi. Greetings, my people. Kim. Greetings, my loves. Greetings. Laura Stoner. V. Alicia Rodriguez. And to everybody, Tasha T, this list's getting long. I'm backed up. Latoya. Y'all know I'll be far back in the comments. The list is getting long. T. Beasy, Just Black, William Ricardo, Elosin S, Narice Cox, Dee Fox, Debbie has 2 cats, and everybody in the Nerd Herd family. So happy to be back. First and foremost, you guys have seen everything that has gone on since. Y'all see this one lock that just won't stop swinging? Okay. Everything that has gone on since the new year. I don't have to tell you what a Lori Doyle. I don't have to tell you what a poop show this 2025 has been. We are not even over the first month of the year. And baby, what else can happen? But we are here for a particular topic. Why y'all keep getting finessed by Donald Trump? Seems like a little over a month ago, or maybe 2 perhaps, we had a nice meeting here in the Nerd Herd family backyard during one of our lovely virtual cookouts, and we had a discussion about Trump. I said, listen, I'm not trying to control who you like, who you choose. I just want you to be well-versed on who it is that you are participating with or following or supporting. I curled the front of my locks. You guys see that, but not the back. So I got some long straggles, whatever. I digress. Anyway, I seem to have informed you guys about a certain Trumpian person and, under the pretext of sharing information. And some people seem to be quite disturbed by that. They didn't like it. They felt like, why would you talk about such a fine man? Well, look what your fine man has done. I just want to say, and listen, not in the slightest bit of, no, I told you so, or none of that. I would just like to say, I hope you guys are making plans. Yes, hot magma. I hope you guys are making plans. Did you hear? So let me just preface what I'm about to say by telling you something from the past, because the past is so important. The past will tell you everything you need to know about going forward. So there was something in the past where during the period of enslavement of Black people in the United States, or the yet to be United States of America, where they had to carry their freedom papers. This was a time period where some people were still very much enslaved, and others had acquired their freedom through a variety of means, whether it was by the fact that their, you know, the plantation owner decided to set the enslaved people free. You notice I say enslaved people and not slaves, because we were never slaves. We were enslaved by people who thought they could subjugate us. So let's be on top of the verbiage. We're not slaves. Our people were enslaved. But we don't claim ownership of what was done to us. We claim ownership of who we are and what we did about it. So they had to carry something called freedom papers. Well, we seem to be back at that juncture again, because I remember not so long ago, and mind you, pay attention to who he targets his no more birthright citizenship, and you literally are going to have to show your freedom papers if you look Hispanic. He has empowered, and by virtue of empowering with an executive order, deputized all his MAGA, all his alt-right, all his Proud Boys, all of them. This is a virtual deputization of civilians, that if you look like you are Hispanic, the people that he has deputized and who he has empowered have the right to stop and challenge your right to be in this country. For Latinos, anyone who looks Latino, Hispanic, Spanish, you have to now verify your presence in this country, or be subject to being put into detention and what's the appropriate term? Deported back to your homeland. You may have been born in America. Your homeland might be Brooklyn or Wisconsin. But if you have no documentation on you at the time to prove and verify, you are subject to detention until there comes a time where you can prove your right to be here, or be deported back to whatever home country they think that you belong in. Now, where's all those Cubans from Florida and all the Latinos all over? Latinos for Trumps, where y'all at though? Because guess who they ain't gonna mistake for Latinos? Guess who? Us. I know who's gonna be happy. I know Black, I Dominican. Y'all might get a slight reprieve if you keep your mouth shut. And I am not finger wagging. I am simply saying, how you like your boy Trump now? How you like him now? You voted against your own self-interest. How do you like him now? Come on now. Got to do better. We warned you. Now y'all all up and down the YouTube streets begging us. Oh, 92%, please tell us what to do. I think these Black women told y'all in the end of 2024, we will be unavailable from 2025 to 2029. There's no one coming to help. This is unfortunate. I know a lot of Latino people that I absolutely know and love. This is unfortunate. Many of them voted Democrat or not Republican, and not against their own self-interest. But so many more didn't want to listen. They voted against their self-interest. He's not talking about illegal immigrants. He is talking about anyone who visibly looks Latino. If you look like you habla un poquito de español, you have to prove yourself. You think people are going to be able to identify you by virtue of looking to establish your right to be here legally? No, it's not. They're not talking about illegal immigrants. They're talking about anyone who looks Hispanic. Notice that these birthright citizenship reversals and all of that are dedicated to only one segment of the immigrant demographic. There are immigrants from, you know how many countries exist in the world? You don't hear them talking about nobody else, just Latinos. Why? Why would you vote against your own self-interest? It does not make sense. And Laura Stoner said, I could look Latino on a Wednesday with my hair not what? Well, girl, you better make sure it's straight then. Now, we have these are updates, all things Trump updates. Can we discuss the Sig Heil that Elon Musk did on stage? Where's all the Trump people who was like, oh, he's a good man, he's a fine boy? Huh? This man literally did, and y'all not gonna catch me out here in these YouTube banning streets. Y'all not, they were like, oh, it was a Roman salute. Do your research, cite your sources. What is a Roman salute? Because that was a made-up term to be able to facilitate actions without them being directly associated with its original origin. It is no different than friggin' changing your name from P. Diddy to Puffy to Love to this, that, to knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Anytime you change the name of something, you are simply trying to move away from its origins. That a hand gesture done by Elon Musk is called a Sig Heil. And it was the visual demonstration of allegiance with a certain Hitler. Hey, we're going to do a little Pig Latin tonight. If you know how to speak Pig Latin, you understand. If you don't, you will figure it out. Hitler. Hey sounds like Hitler. Hey. The instructions for Pig Latin is you remove the first letter and put it on the back of the word. That is how Hitler. Hey. And doing an Atsine hand salute. Now, why on earth would he do that? Because if you look on the social media of the Proud Boys, of the alt-right, of all of the racist organizations of the United States of America and global world, they all have a picture of Elon saying, thank you, Elon and Donald Trump, for hearing us and setting things back in order. They are using this as a rally cry. They out here, they doing a rush for new members. But y'all didn't want to hear us. How your grocery bill looking, MAGA supporters? The mashed potatoes and green bean casseroles, the price is lower for you, nice and comfortable? That unseasoned chicken, is the price right? Y'all got to learn. Y'all got to be more careful. To get finessed over and over again by the same person. My. I wonder why someone would continuously be finessed by the same person, or could it perhaps be that they're not at all finesse? They are doing what they wanted to do. That sounds more like it. Doing exactly what they want to do, showing support for that and those whom they think will give them the positioning in the global world that they seek. There's also another update and topic for debate is people are calling Elon the what are they calling Elon? The shadow president. Trump is not liking that at all. I couldn't care if he was awkward. Listen, a lot of people awkward. That was a Sig Heil. Where is the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League? Huh? Where y'all at? Where's all the people calling that anti-Semitic? Where are you? Because y'all sure came down on Kanye. Y'all sure came down on, what was the ball player that did Hebrews to what was the name of that movie? Somebody tell me the basketball player. He did Hebrews to, I forget. They come out against everybody. Soon as you say anything They'll say, oh, that's Kyrie Irving. Thank you, Just Black. Shout out to Just Black. Let me put your name on the classroom board. Y'all sure came out against Kyrie Irving, anti-Semitic. You sure came out against, no, not LeBron. You sure came out against Kanye or anyone who says anything in the slightest. They don't even have to be talking negatively. All they have to do is say something, and y'all jump and eat people's jugular vein with a Chianti and some fava beans. I mean, what's going on? If I'm not mistaken, what was his name? Sheldon Silver, that was the head of the Anti-Defamation League. Let me look you up real quick. Because I want to know, where is your outrage and your rhetoric? We have Elsie Stefanik, who is what is her position? I'm so sorry to hear that. Pardon my Frenchie. Our love and support goes out to you. Oh, yes, Gladys, darling. See, the Anti-Defamation League, honey, they jump on your back for the slightest of things, honey. Oh, they got a problem with everything. They think everything is a personal affront to them. But let's get into all of these pieces of Michigana, because they are very selective with their attacks. And we're not going to tolerate that. Come out and call a thing if that is what you believe it is. Come out and call a thing. Listen, the biggest, most disrespectful segment of all of this is Trump's own daughter, Ivanka, her husband, Jared Kushner, their children, and his entire family are Jewish. So how was something like this allowed to get passed? Now, come on now, because y'all said that every single thing in the world was your religion and your ethno-religion first, your culture first, and then everything else. So I don't understand how this gets a slide, unless what you worship is the American dollar. Perhaps that's what the issue is. Ivanka, how? Where's the ACE? Well, we heard the ACLU came out to complain about a whole lot of executive orders and what's constitutional. Where are all the groups? Where are all the Black pastors coming out and saying, we stand in solidarity with our Anti-Defamation League brothers and sisters, and we have a repulsion to that symbol you did? A lot of people were perished at the hand of that symbol. That was the Atsine salute for, hold on, I got some lovely things for y'all as well. I don't appreciate this double-mindedness as it pertains to Elon and his shenanigans. It's not okay to me. Don't like it. It's not okay. I want to know, why is it okay to you guys? Why? Why is it okay to you? How come he gets to do that on a national stage? And where are all the, Trump's not a racist. They're not. What do you think the Atsine stood for? Here's the biggest joke of all. Here's the biggest irony and joke of all. All of you Proud Boys, alt-right, MAGA racists, all of you who can't stand every other nationality, every other color, go back to your country, all that. All of you with the long names with the 100 vowels and consonants in your name, sounding very Native American-y. All of you, do you know, while you're standing here, all Sig Heiling and having a good old time and loving it, you wouldn't, Itlahay would have took y'all out. You don't fit into his description of his pure Aryan race of blonde hair, blue eye. All y'all brunettes out there marching, that's why y'all shave your head, because you don't want nobody to see your true origin. You don't want nobody to see that you actually have black hair or brown hair. and brown eyes. You would not be accepted by Hitler and his crew while you out here flexing. Or does history not mean anything to you? You so desperate for acceptance? Listen, around melanated beings, we have this, and it is not right. I don't agree with it, but there is a, whether people want to call it silent, unspoken, there is a hierarchy where some people will, there's a hierarchy of color tone. It's called colorism, where people think the lighter you are, the more socially acceptable and palatable you are, and widely accepted, and the darker you are, they want to demonize your value. We don't tolerate that. We come in all shades and colors, and we make all shades and colors. We make all shades and colors. Not only do we make all shades and colors, we make all races. The only person who can make every race is the Black woman. And I'm not trying to come here and be shady to nobody. If you ain't racist and you don't disavow Black people, and you don't disavow Latinos, and you don't disavow other people, you should not be in your feelings. If you're sitting here in this discussion and you're in your feelings, you need to check your implicit biases. Check them. First and foremost at the door. But secondly, we're grown. Let's have these discussions because they need to be had. Because trust me, they will be the topic of discussion from now all the way till 2029 and probably forever, especially after what gets put down in this administration. If you are in your feelings about the topic of discussion, you need to check your implicit bias and ask yourself why. Because everything I'm saying is rooted in fact. Rooted in fact. Why is it okay that the anti-defamation, shout out to Keisha, ain't it your birthday, boo? Happy birthday, boo. And the other birthday members that have passed, I'm not going to forget you. You're all going to get your birthday wishes too. Mona, I took yours down. Everyone else, I will put yours up. I just had to wait on God. God told me to peace be still, and I had to peace be still. And I'm absolutely going to do that. Or your birthday's coming up. I know your birthday's in the midst. But I want you guys to understand the importance. Let's see. All right, guys. So, you know, the big three, Trump, Elon, and Vivek Ramaswamy. It was all good, but a week ago, hey, let's pause this right here. Trump forced Vivek Ramaswamy out of Doge for being too irritating. Well, how will you tell me say? How will you really tell me say? My goodness. Where have I heard this before? I know I've heard this somewhere before. Let's see. I know I've heard of this somewhere before. It's so familiar to me. Perhaps, let me see if I can ring my own bell. Let's see. It's so familiar. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, that's where Anthony Scaramucci. For those who don't know, see, your girl is a semiconductor. I hold information at quantum rates, lots and lots of information. Anthony Scaramucci. He served in the Trump administration he was the White House Director of Communications from July 21st, 2017 to July 31st, 2017. How could somebody hold a position for only 10 days in a White House administration? How, you ask? How, you ask? Oh, I'll tell you how. If you are in the administration because somebody who is the king of petty wants to finesse you and disgrace you, so he will create a position. Let's see. Let's let this keep running. think I have a little tidbit more of information on it. Yes. So his position, director of communications, was an existing position. He was preceded in that position by Sean Spicer. You remember they used to call him Spicy, kind of Barney Rubble-ish looking guy. He would make all these facial expressions and do all these weird things. And then they said that he was outside in the bushes of the White House after he had to do a press briefing. He kept decompressing. He knew it was too much. My boy learned the old finesse in the world, in the global world, that if you act tick, tick, boom, they'll let you go. You can get out. See, if you know too much and you just walk away and say, I don't want to be here anymore, they got to take you out. He knows about Vince Foster and all those others that were found in hotel rooms, and they committed self-unaliving, but they had, one moment, please. The dopest. Please excuse me. You know, when the Trusty Dusty show producer calls, everything shuts down. So where was I? Oh, yes. When Trump wants to disgrace you, and he has, so there was a time where Trump and Scaramucci had their words. It should have been just a professional thing where he basically was like, I don't support Trump, yada, yada, yada. I support this other guy. I met Donald Trump. I know Donald Trump, da, 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 but I don't think he's qualified for the office of the presidency. And that's what he said. However, Trump being Petty Boots, honey, Trump Petty LaBelle. Trump is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Oh, honey, that's the pettiest of the petty petties of the petty field. So this is what Anthony Scaramucci had to say. So Trump, being ever petty, sits around and waits on it. He like, my get back is going to be delicious. He then wins the Republican nomination, runs the race, gets elected the first time, and he says, "Hey, Scaramucci, no hard feelings. Come on over here. You're such a good talker. You're such a good talker. You're so intelligent, so articulate. Come and be the White House communications director." Scaramucci's like, "Oh, what? Okay then. Okay then." He run up on over there. Trump's great. Trump is going to have an amazing president. He let Scaramucci go out there and pump his fists for him. He's like, "I'm going to make you my communications director. It's going to be great. It's going to be the greatest ever in all of the land. You're going to be phenomenal. Bigly." Remember he used to say bigly all the time? "You're going to be bigly. You'll never see a communications director like you. Oh, you'll be the greatest. Bigly." Anthony Scaramucci was like, "Oh." So he did this before he got it. He starts waxing hard. Trump is the greatest. Trump is going to be phenomenal. We're going to change things. Yada, yada, yada. Sis, boom, bah. Oh, he was out there Trump humping, beating that Trump drum like he was the drum major in the marching band, baby. Bump, 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 bump. But he was beating that drum. And guess what? Trump said, "Yeah, baby, I got that sucker lined up. He out here singing my praises." He got into office. He was inaugurated. Baby, Sean Spicer was the first person, and then Scaramouche, because Sean Spicer was just quit. Or perhaps he saw too much, knew too much. Baby, Scaramucci jumped in there, was talking that good talk. He was there for 10 days. On the 10th day, Trump said, "You're fired. We don't need your services anymore. Bounce." And he had to go. Okay? He was one of the biggest Trump cheerleaders until they, shout out to Gina Dean. One of the biggest cheerleaders until they took his pom-poms. Yes, boo. Yes, but that is the good old Trump finesse. Yet everyone falls for it. Perhaps let's bring in Vivek Ramaswamy. Oh, wait. No, not yet. Let's go back. Because Trump wasn't that wasn't his only attempt. Can anybody say Chris Christie? There were so many more. But this was the biggest of big. So Elon Musk better watch his back while you out there Heil singing on the stage and letting the entire Anti-Defamation League of people act like it was a Roman salute. And oh, he's awkward. Oh, he has Asperger's. Oh, yeah. So what? Y'all say Kanye is on the spectrum, but you don't give him no grace and mercy. You sure got enough grace and mercy for Elon, aka Leon, aka I'm going to switch the letters of my name up to sound extravagant. Whatever. I digress. Let me get back. Chris Christie, former governor of New Jersey, aka also former U.S. attorney, if I'm not mistaken, of New Jersey, aka also former person who put a certain man in jail. He had the last name Kushner, owns a building on, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Madison or 5th. The numbers of the building are 666. Yes, that's the piece of real estate. He said, as a Jewish man, he said, let me buy the building that says 666. Symbolic or something. Who knows? Whatever. I digress. You don't believe me? Go look it up. I cite my sources. Use the Google. You know the Google? Use the Google. Elon Musk better watch his back. See, you think you finessing Trump. Baby, Trump ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Trump not the smartest cookie in the class. But baby, he get the award for Petty LaBelle, okay? And the Tom Petty Heartbreakers. Boo, there is no greater finesse. I almost said finesse, G-O-D, but I wouldn't dare. There's no greater finesser than Donald Trump. And that's why I don't understand Latinos for Trump and all y'all. He did a piss poor, horrible job in the first administration. Horrible. Like, let's keep it a buck. Horrible. But he also finessed Chris Christie. Now, Chris Christie was a prosecutor, U.S. attorney. Let me make sure. I think it was U.S. attorney. Let's see. He was the 55th governor of New Jersey. He was the chair of the Opioid and Drug Abuse Commission. That was a special position that Trump created in his cabinet for Chris Christie. Bombered, the lyrics are come out to me and bombered. Hey, finesser. Elon Musk better watch his South African back. Y'all don't know. In the immortal words of Trina and Trick Daddy, you don't know that. Hey, you don't know that. You think you know, but you don't know that. Because here's the one thing, Elon, I don't care how much money you lay down. Y'all have admitted that you purchased Twitter and renamed it X for the sole purposes of stealing the election. That's why he did it, guys. You know how petty you got to be to spend hundreds of millions of dollars to buy a social media platform that you really don't care about. And by the way he's treated it, we know he don't care. For the sole purposes of stealing the election for somebody that you think is a dummy and you're going to finesse because you're going to be the shadow president and you're going to make him do your bidding because he loves money, but you don't know. Here's the one thing you can't overcome. You cannot overcome the fact that you was born outside of America and you could never be the president. You could never be the president. One moment, you guys. Not only when the Trusty Dusty show producer, hold on. That was my son. He was like, "Oh, you must be on live. I can hear the urgency in your voice." See how your kids always got lyrics for you? So funny. So Chris Christie was the governor. Trump said, so Chris Christie, being a man of law and order, as he says, even though he got issues that need tissues too, but I digress. I get you another time, Chris Christie. Chris Christie, in his quest to take down crime and end all types of criminal activity in his state, he took down a certain man with the last name of Kushner, aka Jared Kushner's father. Took down Jared Kushner's father. Jared Kushner is his son-in-law, Ivanka's husband. That man had to go sit down and do a bid, just like Pookie and Man. He had to do a bid, honey. And they was tight about that. He lost a lot of money. I think he was banned by the Securities and Exchange Commission for a while. Whole lot of drama. But Chris Christie, once you know, say you put them on Fissidone. Once you know, say you put them on Fissidone, what make you trust where you go work for him, him daughter father, him daughter-in-law father? What make you think so? Are you dumb? Or you fooly? I'm about to teach y'all something about this here. Unintelligent yet petty president Donald Trump, because if he might not be the president of these yet to be United States for a group of people, but baby, he is the president of the petty LaBelle, petty Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers Association of America, Global Association. Okay? He is. Chris Christie locked up Jared Kushner's dad, or caused him to be locked up by his prosecutorial and dismantling of illegal things. They made this man sit down. He was disgraced. He lost a lot of money, yada, yada, yada. Trump, listen. Trump said, "Oh, don't worry. I get the lick back for you. Have no fear. I will get that lick back." So he waits on it. He runs for president. He then creates a fictitious position called the chairman of the Opioid and Drug Abuse Commission. Never existed before. You see what it says? It was under President Donald Trump. Look on your screens, boys and girls. Started March 29, 2017 and ran through November 1st, 2017. He said, "Chris Christie, you were a fine governor of New Jersey. You know, New York and New Jersey and Connecticut is the tri-state area, baby. We cousins. You are a fine governor, a fine man. I need somebody like you in my administration. You are just an amazing guy. You're an amazing guy. My administration will not run without, I'm going to create, you know what? You are so dope. I'm going to create a position for you because you're so dope. Tell me what you do. What you think your area of strength? Opioids and drug abuse? Oh, I got you. Listen, I'm the president, guys. I can do whatever I want. I'll create a cabinet position for you." So he creates a cabinet position called the chairman of the Opioid and Drug Abuse Commission. You see what it says? Preceded by, the position was established when Chris Christie took it, and succeeded by position abolished. Now, it said preceded by no one. It was established for him, and succeeded by no one. It was abolished after him. And you see the dates? March 29, 2017 to November 1st, 2017. He said, "Baby, will I show you? Let me get my lick back." He put you in. He would always say stuff like, "Oh, yeah, that's the ticket. Oh, Chris Christie will tell you. Tell him, Chris. Tell him. Tell him about it." And Chris Christie would be like, "Yeah, Donald, I got it. Don't worry, buddy. I got you." And he would tell him about it on behalf of his compadre, Donald Trump. I see a question. Hold on. Let me shout out. Let me shout out to Tink. Thank you for the super chat. Tink said, love to the fam. Love you, Natanya. Blessings to all. Asheo, my sis. Thank you so much. And so he would be like, oh, that's a tough question. Why don't you ask Chris Christie? He's brilliant. He knows. And Chris Christie will fix his suit and be like, yeah, chill, Donald. Chill, D Nice. I got this. Yeah, anyway, so this is how it go. Bit, bit, bam, and blase, blase, and boo, bop, 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 bop. Mm-hmm. And he would just let him flex himself. Boy, he would flex his things and why him a talk on T. And guess what? He waited a little while and then he just said, you know what, Chris? We're having a very important meeting. All of the important people will be there. I need you there. It's going to be a bigly, huge, the biggest meeting of all, the likes of which the world has never seen before. I need you there, Chris. Come to my office at the White House. Only the creme de la creme. And Chris Christie went on in there like George Jefferson. Moving on up to the east side. He even gave up a position that he would step into after he left the governor's race. He didn't run for re-election. Let me tell you how not God. Sorry, Father God. El Shaddai. My apologies. I would never link him with you. My apologies. The finesse master. Trump said, don't run for re-election. Because look at what it says. January 19, 2010 to January 16, 2018. He finessed him out of running for re-election. The man had held the office of the governor for 8 years. Don't run for re-election. I want you in the White House with me, brother. You too big for Jersey. You global. Come to the White House with me. Don't run for re-election. I got you, boo. That man foregoed his ability to run for re-election. Now, that's a real finesse. When they finesse you, when they put you in a position for the sole purposes of finessing you to fire you, and then when he put you in a position where you can't even do the job you was doing already. This is a masterclass in finessing and dirty deeds. He would be like, hey, this is my first time being president. I don't know the answer to that. Ask Chris Christie. He was the governor for many years. A fine man, a fine gentleman. Ask him, he knows. Ooh, Chris Christie was up there. I got you, Donald. And guess what he did? Invited him to a meeting with a whole bunch of other pieces and said, you're fired. We don't need you. Get out. And then abolished the position because it was only created to finesse Chris Christie. And yet, all those years later, that was 2017. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 8 years later, you got Dumb and Dumber who come back to be finessed. You got to be kidding me. Let's roll it back to a certain Dumb and Dumber. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. Y'all come beating the horn. Listen, Elon Musk, in a little while, Trump is going to say, you're fired. You can't do nothing. You can't strong arm him for the presidency. That's the one thing the United States government don't play that. And you sig Heil, listen, he let you do it. You know why he ain't saying nothing right now? Because, baby, he going to stick it to you in no time. So Chris Christie got a few months from March to November. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 8 months. Trump works in eights. Scaramucci got 10 days. He didn't even want to play. He was like, listen, sucker, get out of here. Get the step in. I promise you, I don't think he will give him 8 months. Perhaps 8 weeks. Because he's the president. You cannot strong arm it out of his hand. You can't put him in a half Nelson and give him a noogie and say, move out of this office. I'm in here. He let you stay at Mar-a-Lago. I heard you up in there. They said never before has anyone been all up under somebody's butt cheeks because they got elected to the presidency. Never before. Trump goes ballistic and does his own thing. I don't know why people keep falling for the okie doke. Listen, you see how when black people talk about, oh, what you did to us in the past, they say, let it go, forget it. But whenever it's every other culture's issue, they say, never forget. 9/11, never forget. The Holocaust, never forget. Everybody else's stuff, never forget. You dummies. You want to tell us to forget everything? And look at you. You done forgot in 8 short years. How foolish and short-sighted of you. I don't think you'll get 8 months, Elon. Perhaps he'll give you 8 months until he drags every red penny out of you. Not the least of which is he made a coin. Trump made a meme coin and got billions out of it. Billions. Unregulated, because he said, we're going to end big government. You don't need to regulate. When they were trying to regulate crypto, Trump was adamant against it. You know, Republicans are no government, small government. He would not let them regulate crypto. You know why? Because he knew he had a scheme coming up. If you love Trump and you love the flag and you love what we stand for, get our coin, our crypto coin. It's going to be huge, bigly. It's the loveliest coin you ever see. It's so nice while you're grabbing one of those gold pair of sneakers and the Bible and all the other things we sell. Trump University, Trump Airlines, Trump everything that never succeeded. Trump is a shiesty car salesman. I done told y'all that. I know this man for my entire 54 years of living the earth because I'm from New York, where he from. And that's his finesse. The man used to sell friggin' McDonald's burgers with Grimace and the Hamburglar. Y'all got short memories. Google, use the Google, or go down to my Trump playlist in my playlist and look at the Trump playlist. Scroll the list, you will see the McDonald's Trump. Trump is a salesman. Him not care nothing about no presidency. This is just the greatest grift of all. That's all. You see what he doing with he the first go around, he was friends with China. China, we're such good friends. They love me in China. He always got to say it twice, like it's the first time he ever said the word China. China. They love me. He got his daughter a deal there where she can make a lot of money. He got him a deal there where he can make a lot of money. I see you, Cook's Crate. She said, I'm literally crying. And who else said, Temper said, love the impersonations. Thank you. I told y'all, I play, I'm not a comic, but I play with on TV. Oh, China, they love us. He went over there, made all that money, violating the emoluments clause that says no president is allowed to operate within the confines of their personal business simultaneously while holding the office of presidency. Y'all let him slide with that. They got Ivanka ties, and you go to the thrift store, there's Ivanka shoes everywhere. And Trump ties and bed sheets. And then they went in Trump Plaza. He's like, everything made in America, everything America. We want everything America. People who are watching us live on Instagram, why don't you jump on over to the Dopest Nerd channel on YouTube, because your stream is about to end. It's only a 1 hour stream on Instagram. So jump on over and follow us. Make sure to like, share, subscribe on IG as well as on YouTube. When you come over to YouTube, go ahead, jump in our chat, subscribe, be a part of, and I can't see the Instagram chat. So if you guys are typing, I can't see. However, I digress. You guys come on over here. We will still be talking, but come on over here into YouTube at THA Dopest Nerd. You'll find us. So where was I? Where did I let off? I'm so sorry. The finesse is too much. I need y'all to get on top of this and stop being finesse. People can finesse y'all out of anything. It's like the same chick that's like, I like this guy. He's my type. You done had 900 yo type boyfriends. Here go another 901. He's my type. And then they say the same thing. Hey, girl, y'all know the finesse when you was a teenager? You know the finesse when you was 17 and you went to that boy's house that you like. You told your mother you was at your best friend's house. She lied for you. And then he said, oh, he started massaging your shoulders. You seem a little tense. Don't be tense. What's going on? Let me put a little music on. And then he's massaging your shoulders. He's like, oh, this is such a pretty blouse. What is this, silk? You don't want to get this wrinkled up. Just take that off and put it on the side. They don't know you here. You don't want to go back wrinkled. Just take your shirt off. And you're like, I guess that makes sense. Okay. Take your shirt off, put it on the side, girl. Then he say, those pants are so nice. What is that? Oh, you know, let me tell you something, girl. That's one of the things I love about you. You're always so fly. You the flyest dresser out, baby. What kind of pants are those? Let me see. Stand up, turn around, girl. Girl, you're wearing them pants. You don't want to get them wrinkled, though. Take them off. I'm just going to give you a massage. You see my little tits? And you're like, okay, seems like. And then you take them off. And you lay them, he said, lay them neat. You don't want, your best friend's mom to see your clothes wrinkled or nothing. And she'd be like, where was you? So you lay them on the side. I'm just giving you a massage. No, girl, I'm just rubbing oil. I don't want your bra to get all oily. This is what y'all are going for. This is what y'all are going for with Trump. I had a Trump humper. Perhaps she unfollowed me. I don't know. But there were quite a few. But she was here. Perhaps she unfollowed me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, girl, I don't want your bra. This is a nice bra. What is this? Girl, when I tell you, you the flyest chick out. I ain't never seen no bra like this, girl. Stand up, circle, spin around. Let me see that bra. Girl, I don't want to get no oil on it because you're too tense. I want to put some oil on your back. Take this off. I'm just going to massage you. And then next thing you know, you're like, I don't know why I keep throwing up. I feel nauseous. And your friend is like, girl, you did something before. And you're like, no, I never did anything. Meanwhile, you're 3 months pregnant. You're going to end up, Elon, you're going to end up 3 months pregnant messing with Trump. You better, don't take that shirt off. Don't finesse you right. Keisha, come on, boo. Keisha always on point. Come on, Keisha. Finesse you right out your clothes. That's what Trump is doing to you right now, Elon. He already did it to Vivek, and you feel powerful because you think, oh, I done got Vivek on out of here. I done finessed Trump and got Vivek right on out of here because you don't like nothing brown. They said Trump forced Vivek out for being too annoying. Well, guess what? It wasn't that he was being. Let me read y'all a little something. Vivek Ramaswamy's time as a potential co-chair of the not yet real Department of Governmental Efficiency, Doge, D-O-G-E, like the Doge coin that was running for a penny and 2 pennies, and everybody ran and bought Doge coin. How your Doge looking now? I haven't checked it. How's the Doge looking? You think it's a chance? You think it's by mistake that they use the name Doge, like the Doge coin? Nothing is by mistake with them. Please, y'all don't believe what I'm saying? Avail yourself of the Google. Cite your sources when you get there. Let me start over again. According to the New Republic, Vivek Ramaswamy's time as the potential co-chair of the not yet real Department of Governmental Efficiency appears to be coming to an end. The biotech executive has reportedly been clashing with the rank and file of the cost-cutting department, CBS reported Sunday, just hours before Donald Trump's inauguration. Reporter Jennifer Jacobs noted that Ramaswamy is being encouraged to exit the agency. That's what they call it? Exit the agency? You mean you push him out? You mean you make him go? Vivek has worn out his welcome, one person close to Trump told CBS. People around the other co-chair of the department, world's richest man and major Trump donor, Elon Musk, Mr. Heil, Mr. Itlahay Salute himself, have expressed frustration with Ramaswamy's lack of involvement in the massive undertaking, despite the fact that both appointees spent considerable time at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort during the transition. The pair have reportedly not worked together for a while. Ramaswamy had no comment for the network. Boo-boo, you know what that's called? That's called your white wake-up call. Those of us who know. That was your white wake-up call, boo. That's when you brown, but you're like, I know black, I Dominican. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not making fun of the people who are the victims. I'm just saying, how could you fall for the same okie doke? You think a guy that punched me in my eye and punched me in my lip because I caught him cheating with the next door neighbor could tell me, baby, I don't love her. I love you. Baby, she be home. She on welfare. She home all day. And every time I went out to get the mail, she just kept saying, hey there. And Baby, she broke my will down. You work so hard getting all these promotions. I don't get to see you. I'm neglected. I just needed some love and attention. Yes, that's what he's saying. And old Vivek fell for it. That's that white wake-up call, boo. That's that, wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait. They don't love you like I love. My daughter laughs at me. I still can't do that dance. But whatever. And it's just side to side. I can't do it. Gullible. There you go, Temper. Gullible. So now Trump, that's why, you see what it said? Sunday, yet to be inaugurated. So this story came out right before the inauguration. That is why Elon felt so emboldened and empowered. He's like, ha, I got that ninja out of here. Okay, Instagram has disconnected the stream, so everybody come on over here. Now that says end stream. Okay, let me come out of that. All right, good. I almost pressed y'all off by mistake too. So that is why Elon felt so empowered, because he felt like, I got rid of Vivek. Guess who he's going to be gunning for next? Vance, because he thinks he's like probably spending millions of dollars to research. Did they say I can't be the vice president? Because he thinks there's an inroad for him. But the joke is on you. You cannot get in. You cannot get in. You cannot be naturalized into the presidency. You could be in Congress. You could be in all those other things. And I think that's what he might be trying to push for. He might be gunning for a position. He's coming after Vance next. Oh, baby. He is coming after Vance because he thinks listen, he thinks what we all know. Vance is empty. Ain't nothing going on upstairs. The elevator don't go all the way up. So he's like, yeah, you next, boo. You next. I'm gunning for you. You think you all that, but I'm gunning for you. Listen, but Elon doesn't know. That's why he did the Sig Heil, because he felt like, I got that brown sucker out of here. Now it's just, the whites. But the joke is on him. Trump is going to show Elon a masterclass in finessing. Boo-boo, you think you finesse. I let you feel empowered. Trump not stupid. He's not brilliant and, erstwhile and intelligent. But petty business, street war, it's the equivalence of, he's not a trained boxer. He's a street scrapper. Not even a street scrapper, a street scrapper. Street. Street, not the street. Oh, that's another thing, darling. The street is something different. He a street scrapper, bust you in your head with a Heineken bottle and all that stuff. That's Trump. And Elon is sitting here doing Atsine salutes, Hitler hey salutes. For those of you who just arrived, that's Pig Latin. The prerequisite for Pig Latin is to remove the first letter and throw it to the back of the word. So Hitler hey. If you take the letter off the last, the way I pronounce it, and put it back to the front, you'll know who I'm talking about. Certain mustache gentleman from Germany. Some have thought that he never was unalived, but he just moved to South America with the rest of the spies and all of his regime of the Atsines. He said, I got rid of that brown face sucker. I don't want him in here. It's the same. Like, listen, when you in the street and the enemy, the popo is coming, you could say to every single Pookie, Man, Shaniqua, Keisha, Raekwon, Buquan, you could say to Tommy, Jerome, you could say to all of them, I know black, I ain't Dominican. But baby, when you facing down Peter, the popo, who mad that you driving a nice car in that street, he don't care where you was dropped off of that boat. He don't care where your ancestors dropped off. You look black to him. Tell him that when he got a gun at your head and he's saying, stop resisting when you're laying flat on the floor, motionless with your hands behind your back, handcuffed. And he's still screaming, stop resisting. If you move one more time, I'm going to pow you. See if they listen to, I know black, I Dominican. Y'all got to stop playing in our face. You see this melanin that God has blessed us with. We are the diasporic majority. Brown skin, non-white skin, brown skin, melanated beings are the diasporic majority. If you don't know what diasporic means, the root word is diaspora, aka the global world. Keep telling y'all, if you're in your feelings about this discussion, check your implicit biases. You might possibly be racist, if nothing else, prejudice or fascist. If you got a problem with this discussion, and if you are, salutations. Go on down the internet superhighway. Go on down the internet streets. I'm sure there's a home for you somewhere else. We only want erstwhile thinkers here who are open to having discussions about a variety of topics because they matter and they are relevant. Mark my words, you will return to this live and you will make comments on it. Mark my word. He will either give Elon 8 weeks because he gonna want him out his ear. He like a fly. Let's do a social experiment. I want to do a social experiment. Here's what we're gonna do. We are going to, everybody on your socials, please go on your socials and call Trump. Say Elon is really the president. Trump is just his figurehead. Put that on all your socials. Put that everywhere. I want to do a test, a social experiment. I want to show y'all something. I promise you, if people keep saying that, you know what's going to happen? Trump is going to get so mad, he's going to be like, oh, I got to get rid of Elon immediately because, you know, he keeps out there having tantrums. He's not the president. He's not the boss of me. I'm the boss of me. He's not the boss of me. Let's do a social experiment. Tell everybody you know. Tell everybody you know. Put right, oh, Trump, Elon Musk is Trump's boss. Elon Musk is the real president. Put that all over social media. I guarantee you, let it spread. Tell your friends, whisper in the corner, shush, 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 and let them all post that everywhere. Let them put it on, go in Truth Social, go everywhere, put it. I guarantee you he's going to get rid of Elon quicker. He's going to get 8 weeks and not 8 months. And then guess what's going to happen? You're going to come back to this post and be like, oh my goodness, she was right. Because guess what? I know I'm right. I'm telling y'all what I know. Right. Oops, sorry. Because guess what? I didn't mean to put that on y'all. I'm telling you what I know. He is going to carry on and keep saying, he's not the boss of me. He's not the boss of me. And he's going to be like, I got to get rid of him to show them who's boss. And Elon will be out of all of our hair in no time, guys. I'm telling you, trust my foolish advice. Trust my foolish advice. But let me tell you who else is another Dundo Canos. Let me show you the next Dundo Canos who keeps falling for the okie doke. Is his picture on here? Did we get his picture in here? You know, the Trusty Dusty show producer puts the pictures in. Let's see. Is his picture in there? No, not in that one. Perhaps his picture's in this one. And I'm going to cut this stream short because, like I said, we're trying to do something different, making our stream shorter. Oh, yes, his picture's in this one. Let me show you the next okie doke clown who keep falling for the okie doke. I don't know when you're going to get some integrity, sir. Did she put it in this one? Let's see. No, she didn't put it in this one. Well, let me show you who is the next clown because me don't understand him. Me don't understand this here boy. I don't know how one individual can have such a lack of self-respect. It is humiliatingly embarrassing. Like I'm very much embarrassed for him because you can't be that slow. You can't be that slow. You can't. There you go. I'm so embarrassed for him and I want him to get his life. I want him to grow up and stop humiliating us. You've made a lot of achievements. My mother told me a very fine statement. Do not be where you're not wanted. That's what, listen, I know so many of you love me and I love you guys back equally, but there is a hidden hand out here on this internet. They hate me. Oh, Baby, when I say they hate me, they hate me. And they have been doing all types of stuff, try to break into the back office of my YouTube and all kinds of stuff. And just, ridiculous. The stuff they do is shameful and ridiculous. I'm ashamed for them. I'm not just ashamed of them. I'm ashamed for them. But I'm going to offer the grace and mercy. I'm not going to rebuke you to the depths of hell from whence you came, never to return again. I'm going to rebuke you to God. God will handle you. God told me to sit. And he also told me, everybody that's smiling and laughing in my face and watching ain't my friends. I know that. I know. But he just wanted to reiterate to me. I know. And listen, he also said, I want to show you, stay quiet. I want to show you how you out here changing things in the YouTube landscape. You are talking about God a lot. And a lot of people who never talked about God are now talking about God. I'm not mad about that. See, it's not about ego for me. It has nothing to do with ego for me. I am happy that people have taken to that. What a wonderful thing. Absolutely. But what he wanted to show me was everybody else on Instagram, on YouTube, who is literally taking my words, never giving me credit. My favorite thing is cite your sources. I sat down for these 13 days, 12 days. Baby, the amount of things I went on and people was like, cite your source. I was like, what? I went back and watched their old stuff. And prior to a week or two, they never said cite your sources. No, listen, I don't own the term. I don't own it. But I'm just letting you know your girl is influential out here. I'm not here to tell y'all and they was doing cite your sources for some, scallywag scandal stuff. I'm trying to do it for some intelligible, beautiful, informational stuff that's going to help us grow and keep us well informed. And discussions you can go forth and have. Oh, everybody named Mama cite your sources now. Cite your sources, cite your sources. Meanwhile, they ain't cite not a source. Not a source. But they're telling everybody else, hey, let me give you the tea, boo. Cite your sources. I've been watching. But, that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Let me show you. Oh, let me cancel that. Let me show you this next one who just can't stop. He can't stop. He just can't stop. And I don't know why. I don't know why he can't stop. It's just so disheartening. This clown here. Well, this is a picture not. It's the right format. Why are you not allowing? Okay. Let me do one bit of magic, guys. You know how the hack should be trying to do me. I don't know why this person will not maintain a level of integrity and move on way, because if people don't want you around, federe round them. You have to go and be not where you are tolerated, but where you are loved and admired and accepted. And I want that for all of us. I want everybody to understand that. Go where you are loved and valued and accepted, and not where you are tolerated. It's not a nice thing. It's an ugly business. How many ways can someone show you, tell you, and everything that you are not wanted, you're not valued, and they don't like you? How many ways? And yet, every time, same thing. But you don't want to hear me, though. Let's see. Just, what are they doing? What's going on here? The hackation be trying to stop my flow. Child, wait, they don't love you like I love you. Hackation be trying to stop that flow, boo. Let's see. See, it's not like the hackation. They like, oh, she getting too savvy on this here thing. We don't want her to be all savvy like that. All right, well, it doesn't want to show. But his name is Representative Tim Scott. Sir, grow up and get some dignity. How many times are they going to be like, no, you ain't invited. You out here waxing poetically. You beat the drum harder than Scaramucci. You Trump. You the drum major. Boom, boom, boom. You the drum major and you on the big drum at the same time. You leaning back, you doing that, you doing all that in the drum. You holding two positions. You're the drum major and you on the big bass drum. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why, sir? Why have you no dignity? Who didn't hug you when you were a child? Who didn't hug you when you were a child? I don't get it. You have got to get a modicum of esteem and integrity and stop allowing yourself to be made a clown by people who don't like you. Guys, I know Siri likes to change the spelling of my name, but it is Natania. I've never been called or spelled so many different versions of Natanya in my life. Natania. You know what they say? Say what you won't, just spell my name right. So those are no judgments or anything. We listen, we do not judge, but it's Natanya. Thank you. And greetings to all who just joined. I'm going to, like I said, guys, we're doing a different thing. And so we are, thank you guys. We are cutting the stream short. I'm going to pick up the trusty dusty show producer from work, and I shall return with a whole new fresh thumbnail and a whole nother discussion. So y'all don't go too far. Just go get a snack. I will be back. While we're in the car, I'll have her make the thumbnail, and we will be back shortly. But I love you guys for coming back. I'm sorry I stayed so long. I will reiterate to you who came on after the stream started. God asked me to wait on him. And you know, God is the center of my life. I know I come on here and I clown and I joke sometimes and everything because I'm multifaceted. Some people want you to be one thing or another. You don't have to be one thing. You can be who you are in its entirety. God gave us a range of emotions, and you get to use them as you see fit. That works to the best productivity of your life. And so I am a devout woman of God, without a doubt. That will not be compromised by anyone. I just want to say, in this time I've had to sit back and wait on God, he told me, peace, be still, wait on him. And I sat back and I waited on him. And while I was waiting, I sat with God in prayer a lot. I did a lot of soul searching. He told me to go inside of myself, and I went inside of myself. He also had me go and comb the YouTube streets. And boy, did I. Boy, did I. And he also showed me who's in my corner and who's really not. He showed me. And that's neither here nor there. The point is that I want you guys to know every frown is not from an enemy, and every smile is not from a friend. God will tell you to wait on him. You have to be willing to wait on him. See, for me, this is not about ego. It's not. This is about doing God's bidding. But I get to do it any way I want. I get to laugh and be funny. It's my natural proclivities. I'm funny. But I also get to be serious and resolute. I get to be passionate and crunk sometimes, or highly devout and in my God bag. And every other word and every fourth word is God. And that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what you get here. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. You think I don't know the hackation is on? God even showed me how the hackation is on. God showed me how they are slowing the algorithm, trying to slow me down and slow the growth of my channel. God also showed me some people who profess to be my friends and are not, because they feel like I have too much growth. God showed me a lot of things, opened my eyes to a lot of things. And listen, it is what it is. I can't tell anyone how to think, what to be. All I can do is share the information I have with you and hope you find something that resonates with your spirit. In all, I'm not saying listen to me. I'm saying here's the information. Listen to your gut. You know what's crazy? I just watched the numbers drop. Poof, after I said God showed me who's not my friend. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! My y'all. Bombo plot, boy. I'm talking a chunk. Yeah, he showed me who's not my friend and who is. And it's okay. No hard feelings. I have hard feelings against no one. There are people out there who are not pleased with the notion that I'm resolute in my, I'm true blue. Trust and believe. So many of you who support me give me love regularly and easily. And I appreciate you guys, and I give the love back. And I hope you feel my love, because I truly, when I say I love you with agape love. That's one of our next series we're doing, probably tomorrow, the love series. I'll be back on afterwards so we could just talk junk. But I will be back on tomorrow with our love series, because I think it's important for us to start that. However, let me just say something, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. There are some people who are bothered by what God is trying to do in my life and with my life. And I have to tell you guys, the word says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. I have exemplified to you people who attempted to do me wrong and how it did not turn out well for them, down to the young lady who God told me to have a party for my mother, and my first fruit, the first seed for my obedience of what he said, the first deposit, she stole my money. The lady had an event center. 1 year, almost to the day, 1 year and 2 days to the day, she was dead. Okay? Unalived. I don't know the circumstances. I don't know. But I told her, one of the last things I told her, don't do it. God don't play about me. He don't play about me. So some of y'all don't like me. It's okay. Others love me. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. However, for those of you who love me, I love you as well. And those of you who don't love me, I still love you, because I love you with agape love. And that is the universal love of God for all people. So I love you with agape love. Ain't nothing you could do about it. I'm praying for your soul. You're not going to do yourself any benefit by trying to do me harm, trying to break into my YouTube account, trying to do all those things. You're not going to do yourself any blessings. What you're going to do is tear down everything that you've built or that God allowed you to build. You're going to tear it all down by trying to F with me. You know, they say hashtag FAFO. That's all I'm going to say in passing. FAFO. I pray you don't, because you shouldn't have to do that to yourself. There are people on this platform that already found out doing wickedness to me, and it's already showing in their work and in their lack of work. I won't call any names. You guys know the names. They disappeared. You don't believe me? Look around. They was one of the loudest voices, quite a few of them, and they're gone. Stop playing with God's anointed ones. Touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Y'all know what I say. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities of darkness, against the rulers of darkness in this world and in the heavenly places. Stop playing with God's people. So I'm going to get the Trusty Dusty show producer, and then I shall return, run along, have a snack, get dinner prepared, all that. I'm going to be back in a little while, and then we're going to do what we do. I will see you guys soon. I love you guys. I love you until we see each other again when I get back from getting the Trusty Dusty show produced. I'll see you.